What is up, guys? We are back with part 4 of Death Stranding 2 on the beach. And we're making a lot of good progress in the great continent of Australia. We got a lot of ground covered. We got some additional materials to help our trek a little bit better. And we still have a long way to go.
I can sense them, Sam. Be on your guard for BTs.
Supposed to be able to see BTs a little bit better, so we'll see how this goes. Because Australian BTs are definitely a lot more challenging, especially since they can yank you and make you face a watcher. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to play around with that one of these days. It's also tempting. So many things to keep in mind with this game. So many additional things you can do. There's a skill tree, there's dialogue options. This game rules. Alright, we're gonna go to the Magellan, rest up, and then prepare ourselves for the journey ahead. Haha. And my cargo's tied down, so we Gucci even if we fall down this cliff. It's like so hard not to just like stare at like some of these landscapes you're currently gallivanting on. We're away from the time fall. Yay! Let's get back on that road. We'll be all Gucci. Fast as hell, boy. So damn fast.
Please give it your all.
Ooh, can we donate materials? Oh, please tell me we can. Probably because somebody already did it.
Very impressive work, Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Keep it up, Sam.
Yeah, it looks like my carrying capacity went up. Now I can carry at least 200 kilograms worth of stuff. Alright, let's go see the homies. See what's poppin'.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break? Are you all right? You were talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam,
this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
Thank you, George Miller. I will say one of the things that kind of so that was a little bit of a recap of the end of Death Stranding 1. Spoiler alert. And I'll explain what happened with me and Hartman in Death Stranding 1 after this cutscene.
My word. Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
So basically, what happened with me in Death Stranding 1 is I was at the part where you encounter Hartman. And there's a part where you have to stop a piece of cargo before it necrotizes. And it was in the mountains, and I could not figure out where that place even was. I could not find it on my map. I kept glitching out, and then before I could even grab it, the void out would happen, and it just would keep happening and happening and happening. And I noticed that other people also encountered the same kind of bug. So hopefully, when I get back on Death Stranding 1, that issue will be resolved. And of course, the Death Stranding community is pretty helpful in terms of like making sure people don't get lost or people get stuck on stuff. The community is pretty great.
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knott. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam.
Alright, let's see what we gotta do. Let's go.
Hey, Sam. This is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Thank you, George Miller. Thank you so much for your faith.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Alright, fellas, let's get it.
We'll take good care of the DHV Magellan.
We're gonna run it, boys. We're just gonna run this road and see where it takes us.
Take care, Sam. Remember to rest, Sam.
Maybe not. There we go. Yeah. Progress made.
Sam, are you planning on entering enemy territory while carrying all that? With that much cargo on your back, they'll spot you in no time. Why not stash your backpack and any excess equipment somewhere safe, and take only what you need for now?
Ah.
job, Sam. You've disabled the target. And don't forget to collect your things before moving on.
That was a good battle, I will say. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and see the musicians since we cleared that place out. Check out all those hooligans, those rapscallions. And then we'll probably call it quits for today. And you know the vibes. We're going to keep going at this until the Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remaster comes out. I do plan on potentially doing some more streams.
On a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do. So don't hesitate to ask for help.
Like I do want to do some more streams of the demo, which I probably will in the near future.
Okay, there you go, Speedy.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that. We'll get that ball rolling for sure. And yeah, so that's overall the game plan. We're going to do Death Stranding until Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remaster comes out. And then we'll probably get back into the rotation of games that I have. And I am planning on getting a headset so I'll be able to do commentary for my PS4 gameplays, because I know I have a lot to chip away with there too. So that's kind of the game plan. And then as far as like a regular event I will be going to, I'm going to be going to Twisted in August. And It's going to be my first meet and greet with really kind of anybody that, is famous within my sphere, within my scope. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to get to talk about Twisted and or talk to Twisted about how, like, oh, I remember when you guys were on the box, and that just overall my experience with Twisted. I mean, I've seen them twice already. I saw them once in
Just like that,
'07
Sam.
when they toured with, I believe it was Boondocks, and then I saw them on the Darkness tour, which I think was like 2015, 2016. So this will be my third time seeing Twisted, and it's going to be a fun time. Blaze is going to be there, so it'll be my second time seeing Blaze. Um, and also ABK will be there, which I've never seen ABK. So, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good experience. As far as wrestling, I don't really have any wrestling events that I know of that are coming up that I'm going to be going to, but I'm always keeping an eye out, especially since AEW was really good when it came here. And then Duke City Championship Wrestling, they're always doing events. And then Dwarvenators, they're always touring. They sometimes have like 2 different tours going on at various points of the year. So I'm going to definitely keep an eye out for those. And we're going to go ahead and drop this off, and hopefully we'll get somebody on the Chiral network, guys. Made really good progress today.
Security measures lifted.
Have to try out some new materials.
That usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Hold on. You're with Drawbridge, am I right? Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Though you look okay. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's take a look at this cargo of yours. Look at the shine on this. Hot damn. I'll definitely have more work for you if you want it. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
Now displaying your current order grade.
This is really something. I'm part of the Chiral network, which means everyone can finally listen to my songs. Then with the music player, you'll be able to set the mood for your adventures. And just like that, the world's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS. Yeah, I got it from a friend who knows all about weapons. Now, this is way back in the day, when I was traveling in search of new music. Well, he said I'd need to protect myself, taught me how to use it and everything. But I never did in the end. Just as well, I'm better with instruments, you know? Apparently this shines when you break it out at close range. Incorporates the latest tech as well, so it ought to pack one hell of a punch. In an ideal world, we wouldn't ever need stuff like this. but I bet it's a necessary evil for you. Do what you gotta. That tar man's the one who recorded it. He said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be dealing with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear this song make an effort to avoid the source. There's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers. Yep, I can really immerse myself in my work here. Sadly, all the music I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed to you earlier, the new music player function, remember? In it, you'll find a sample of my work. When you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere, why don't you take a listen? Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot may be related to these events, so we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Order completed. Well done.
Alright guys, so I think we're going to call it quits for today for part 4 of Death Stranding 2. We made a lot of good progress. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and call it quits for today. Made some really good progress. Got to encounter a lot of interesting landscapes. Got to traverse Australia a little bit further. We got to get into a little bit of combat. Get to learn about some new tech, chiral disruptors,
Hey, Sam,
and
you know that harmonica of yours? Why don't you try playing it for a little bit?
yeah, guys. So the game plan, like I said, we'll be doing Death Stranding 2 for the next couple of days, probably next couple of weeks. You know the vibes. Wednesdays will be the day off. And I'll be sure to link my progress in the description of this video. You know, the playlist of Death Stranding 2, as well as the Death Stranding 1 Director's Cut. That playlist will be linked as well. And also my Metal Gear playthroughs as well, since this is all just a Kojima project. Kojima love. As well as my socials, my Instagram, my Twitter, my PSN. Be sure to follow all those guys. And as always, be sure to stay tuned for the premieres of videos going up at 5 p.m. MST, maybe a little bit later, depending on how long the upload takes. And yeah, be sure to take care of yourself, guys. Drink some water. Like Sam, you aren't alone in this adventure. And yeah, so I want to thank you guys so much for your time. You guys have a great rest of your day.